Hi. Well, another great year came and went. The time has come to see how I did, what I did wrong, and what I somehow, by luck, did right. First, the wrong calls, just to get them out of the way. The biggest one was missing the bottom of the Israeli stock market via an ETF called the EIS. When the October 7 massacre took place, I noted here that wars are the best times to buy and gave examples. 73, 82, 91. But Israel, I said foolishly, was now a special case because the Supreme Court is a bastion of leftist criminals who benefit the friends and family at the expense of the Israeli economy. All this I knew from my contacts, which made it all the worse because what I missed was the Supreme Court extreme piratical rule was just then at its zenith, that it was the strongest and was being fought by the government, even as the war raged. And today, the Supreme Court has much less power, which is reflected in the Israeli stock market, also influenced by Israel's victory. And this made the Israeli market, the ETF, EIS, the best in the world since that time, bar none. And I missed it. So that's one. Another one I missed is a stock called Live Person, LPSN symbol, an AI company that does customer interaction via AI. The stock languishes for 2 years now, down 50%, but I am obstinately holding on. What's more telling for me is that I didn't sell at a loss to reduce my year's capital gains tax. In other words, I still have high hopes for this stock also. Am I wrong? Are they going to be realized? We'll see. I also have hopes for Illumin, ILLM-T, a Toronto company which, like Live Person, LPSN, is a turnaround story. In the past, I noted that for me, turnaround are catnip. I can't resist them, but they always take longer than I anticipate. You might think I'd learned by now, but I don't. And why not? Because when turnarounds do work out, they can be stupendous. Like which? So now for the other side, the stocks I somehow lucked out in picking them. The first here is a turnaround, yes, that did work out. That was Argentina. I had 5 stocks there, and in effect, I had put more than 40% of my liquid portfolio there because of some deep due diligence I had done and detailed here before. After 4 years of holding, the first year and a half were ho-hum, down, sideways, but then 2 years, Argentinian stocks soared. I finally sold them at 10.5 times what I had bought them for 4 years ago, at 950% gain. Good call, buying it cheap, but here I am even more proud of selling in time due to similar due diligence and sleuthing with local Argentinian informers. Okay, a second lucky pick for me, due to sleuthing, was Albemarle, ALB symbol, the lithium processor. There I bought at what I thought was a bottom, but really was not. It fell 10-15% more right after I bought it. Ouch! So obstinately I bought more because I sleuthed it and also bought long-term options. Since then, the stock is up 60%, but the options are up 500% and more. And even though the stock is now 140, I can see it rising to 200 by year end, perhaps to 300 soon thereafter. Will it? We'll see. Another good pick was silver. Last year, I figured the coming physical squeeze now taking place with more silver ETFs in paper than physical silver, the metal. The first such sign of a squeeze were in the UK, where some informer and school friends told me about it. After some lengthy sleuthing, I bought both the SLV and long-term call options on it. The SLV is up 100% and the options are up more. How much more? I'm ashamed to say the calls with 40%, 40 buck strike exercisable on January 26, which I bought at 1 buck 12, are now 25 bucks each, which is a 22 times return in less than a year. The 35 bucks calls bought at 199 are now 30 bucks 40, or 15 times bigger. Yes, The positions were smaller than the stock, but they are still yummy. What else did I do luckily in a combo of stock and options? I also got lucky in LAC, LAC, a lithium mine, a joint investment with Albemarle, and LAC later got a buy offer from Trump. There too, I got both stock and options combination. The stock is up about 10, 12%, but the options are up 200 and 300% because they are long term. And there were one or two other stocks which were down and one or two which are up, but not meaningful. Okay, have been more good ones than bad, so I have capital gains. So just to end on a more modest note, it wasn't a bad year at all, but it could have been even better if I had listened to my own sleuthing and bought more gold stocks. What's especially galling for me here that I dedicate a video clip to gold stocks I estimated would do even better than the underlying metal. Top of the list were Kinross, KGC, Wheaton Precious Metals, WPM, and Lundin Gold, LUG-T. All did splendidly, but me, I only a bit of two of them, not more. Why not more? First, because I had put most of my liquid capital in Argentina and in silver, so it wasn't as bad as my sense of guilt tells me, but still, I could also have bought more gold. Alas. And what did I learn during the last year? First, I learned to listen more to my research. If it comes out right, do it and do more of it. Second, not to fall prey to turnarounds. Okay, you can do one, but not two together. And third, cut losses short before they multiply. All these I'm trying to learn for years. Every year becoming a little bit better. But all in all, it was a good year. Could I do next year better? I could, but only if I manage to avoid repeating mistakes finally. That's all for now. I hope my video clips during the year help you get some ideas and also push you to do more physical sleuthing yourself, not just follow what passes for information on the internet by strangers like me. And yes, Happy New Year to one and all, and I'll see you next year. Ciao.